Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. So for the Thunder, their last game, a loss to Portland. Crosses over. Phillips, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. Stolen by McDaniels. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForest.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Picked by Reed. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now here's Phillips. Edwards, no good.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Outside Williams. Back to SGA. Chamberlain a screen. High post try. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Pass to Dort. Holmgren outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
What a nice burst. Randall changing ends like a guard that time.
Williams scanning the floor. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. And there's 1:45 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Now Dort hasn't made one yet. Here's Chamberlain. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Timberwolves trail by 3. Clark Naz Reed, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
And here is Billups after the 3-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 10. Chamberlain a screen. Right at the free throw line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. SGA's got 12 in the game. Picked by Randall. McDaniels outside. The basket good off the assist from Billups.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Now, here's Dort. Scoreless thus far. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Billups. And he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Now, here's SGA. Back to Williams. And stolen by Miller. Edwards with it. Dort covering. Edwards can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back over to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. To the left side wing. Outside, SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent touch around the rim.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Back to DiVincenzo. Edwards with it. Williams picks him up. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the floor.
The Thunder leading by 3. Mitchell looking it over. To the paint. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Basket good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out to Miller. From outside the arc. They grab their own miss. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Look, we all know Rudy Gobert is a force on defense, but you can't afford to ever ignore this guy. I mean, he's got the physical gifts to make problems anywhere on the floor.
You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
The Thunder leading by 4. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Randall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Hartenstein.
Just an attacker is Randall. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
The first free throw is good. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Outside, Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Hartenstein with 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Wallace. Reed with the rebound. Randall with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Phillips, no good.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Pass to Williams. Wallace outside. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. He got it up. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Thunder leading by 4. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Here's Shannon. Drills it from outside. Shannon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Williams. Outside, Dort. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's SGA. Following the shot by Chauncey Billups. Holmgren wide open. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Billups. Screen by McDaniel. Gobert in the corner. And that one, good. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
With his size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you, Kevin.
Hasm bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And Gilgeous Alexander gets it to go.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here is DiVincenzo. still without a basket. Edwards with it. Now SGA defending. A wide open look here for Caruso. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And Reed has it in the corner. Over in the corner, Caruso. Outside Williams. Here's SGA. Rebound, Minnesota. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Great open look there. Holmgren's got the lead back up to 7 now for Oklahoma City.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
For Minnesota,
1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Randall. He's got 8. Timberwolves passing it around. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the field.
Here's Hartenstein. Off target at the rim. Timberwolves trailed by 7. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall left side. Here's Shannon. 6 on the shot clock. And they call an illegal screen.
You know what? You've got to play smart when you're trailing. Margin for error much smaller, yet they continue to make mistakes.
Hey, I don't care how good a team is. No team can give away possessions and expect to win. 5 points off their turnovers in just this quarter alone.
Here's Joe. To the inside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pass to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Terrific body control by Randall. And one machine.
The Timberwolves getting their 7th free throw attempt here. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell with it. Nothing on the board. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Hartenstein. Goes up again. And finally they hit one. Hartenstein's got 6 points.
Second chance points always hurt. It's not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Williams, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Thunder. They lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this.
33.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. us, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Reed gets the bucket.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Outside Billups. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Reed. Gets a hand on it. Second chance shot. Outside Edwards. Edwards drills the 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Dort with the ball. Billups picks him up defensively. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size. Just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Reed. That one rolling around and rims out. Thunder trailing by 3. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And good that time.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Dort with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, here's Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. Goes back up. Reed with the rebound. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Now here's Billups. Takes the 3. Not that time. It won't go.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Reed. Shoots the 3. Cleared away by SGA. 1:30 left in the game. Holmgren the screen. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's SGA. Williams a screen to take the lead, and he figures it out with the lay-in.
And oftentimes when they need a bucket, Williams is there to provide it.
Now Reed. A three-pointer. Good.
You can see why they turned to Reed in that moment. He is a heater.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Holmgren the screen. All right, here's Williams. 6 to shoot. SGA. Reed with the rebound. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
one deep. That one is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
SGA on the wing. For three. Knocks down the three.
They want the ball in his hands when the situation called for it.
And Billups, here we go. Here he goes. Oh, the dunk.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is what it comes down to. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks.